As a woman, a man should not have to tell me what to do as a woman. A man should not have to tell me his needs and his wants. If I am in your life, I'm studying you, I'm paying attention to you. I know what you like and I know what you don't. And as a man, I should not have to tell you how to treat me, how to love me, to respect me, to be my peace. My job as a woman to make our house a home, to make sure the house is complete, to make sure this is your safe place and you know that you are safe with me. Stop asking a person what to do for you, how to treat you, how to love you. It's time to get what you deserve. It's time for you to put all your time with that person that deserves you. You don't have to ask this person. Everything is so natural and it's easy. They not forcing it, they not pretending, and they not just talking. They actually showing you. Get what you deserve, because you deserve it.
Never see me on the internet jumping a black woman, ever! Ever! Y'all that do that should actually be so fucking embarrassed. Because here's the crazy thing, when somebody says protect black women, and when somebody says believe black women, when somebody says defend black women, they're not telling you that y'all gotta fucking love us, though it is love black women. And they're also not trying to tell you that every black woman is right, or that black women lie. Hey, I will never be on the internet bullying a black woman.
Hold black women accountable. Black women, unfortunately, we have adopted this mentality that I can do whatever I want to do and can't nobody tell me anything. And this is why we are where we're at. We live in a very selfish, egotistical society now that nobody cares. If you're a black woman and to hold black women accountable, you have to be ready to fight, because it's going to come with a lot. I'm always thinking about how young girls are being influenced. So what us grown women are doing is influencing these girls to do these out of control, I don't care attitudes. They have the most disgusting attitudes and you can't even check them because they have their moms who say I could do whatever I want. So can't no one hold us accountable. Not a black man. Your white boss probably, that's probably the only one who can tell us what to do because he pay us. A gay man can tell us what to do. If it's a black woman or a black man, a straight black man, we don't want to hear it.
However, some of you bitches are dumb, and that's fine because that's a human experience. There's always going to be a couple of, there will always be that no matter where you go. However, when we say protect black women, defend black women, love black women, blah, 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 it comes from the fact that once a black woman speaks, the entire world will stand up to tell her to shut the up. And it's so annoying because
this is how the majority of y'all want to talk when you open your mouth. The majority of times when you open your mouth, you sound like you. Yes, if you sound like this, shut up.
For some reason, y'all can understand and acknowledge the social, the systematic, the historical issues that America and the entire world has had on black men. A black man's going to jail. Holy shit, we gotta stand up, we gotta protect, we have to question. Because we know that the system likes to do them wrong. But the moment that the issue occurs for a black woman or with a black woman, suddenly, it's maybe she deserved it. Maybe she was the aggressor. Perhaps she was in a place that she didn't. Mind you, where the f do we belong?
All I did last night was
Tell us the truth.
lay on my back, missionary style, and back. This is what I woke up to. Swear to Jesus. Now why the f I'm finna clock in at work when I should be a prostitute? Quit 1500. 3 minutes. What the fuck? I swear to God.
This is why you can't keep a man. This is why you don't have husbands. This is why you are single. You can acknowledge the historical impact of white supremacy to a black man.
Man, we don't even talk about that shit no more. We don't talk about that no more. We talk about getting money. We talk about getting out here becoming the best version of yourself. We talk about getting out here compete. We don't talk about that. Yeah, when the Black Lives Matter thing happened or something like that happened, cool. But even that was started by black women. Like, black men didn't start that. We already know how the streets go. We already know what it is. We've been here long enough to accept that the only way to change what's going on with us is to affect the plight ourselves with the things that we could do in our own areas, in our own neighborhoods. We don't sit and cry online about it like this.
But you still walk that marginal tightrope like the monkey you are when it comes down to black women, and that shit don't make no sense.
A few moments later.
Usher has done it again. This video right here is depicting a 45-year-old woman who decided to attend an Usher concert. And due to this video right here, her husband is deciding to file for divorce being that he claims that they have never been intimate like that in public throughout their entire marriage. Ultimate reason for the divorce is being that she was able to be so intimate with Usher, who is a complete stranger to her, and not even him, who is her own husband, is crazy. So therefore, he's filing for divorce. And honestly, it's respectable because look what she is doing, bro. She's doing the absolute most here, being that she has a husband back at home. And what's probably crazy is the husband probably paid for the tickets too. I mean, come on, bro. Y'all see the eye contact. Y'all see what she's doing. If I were a husband, I would be tight too. Let's be honest here. Time and time again, we are seeing that these celebrities are making a lot of women in their relationships show their true colors and how they really feel. All it's taking is a little bit of clout and a little bit of money, and these women are gonna fold for their favorite celebrity. And we hate to.
We were raped. Our babies were taken away from us. Our husbands were taken away from us. We were forced to take care of other people's children. We were forced to procreate for other people's children. Even now, when we talk about the idea of women being able to do things, they're not even talking about us. Be on the internet right now, like as a black woman, no matter the fucking category, music, TV, film, pop culture, influencers, any space that a black woman would enter right now just to be on the fucking internet is filled with a bunch of people arguing whether or not we should or shouldn't exist in these spaces, whether or not we should or shouldn't be defended, whether or not we deserve to or not to be seen. Y'all are bullying Megan Thee Stallion as per usual over a nigga who need to be arguing with the court. What the f*** telling us for? What is he telling us for? And then, like, okay, cool, the music space. You want to get out of that? You want to do a talk about anime? Well, Megan Thee Stallion is supposed to be at DreamCon. The f*** would I want her there for? She doesn't know anything about anime.
Exactly. If I'm into anime, which I kind of am, I'm not a Megan Thee Stallion fan. Like, we have our own music we listen to. The problem is black women want to be wherever they want to be. They don't want to go where they're celebrated. Yeah, you're not going to be able to be everywhere. No one can. No one can be everywhere. You don't see many black men. Yeah, what black artists have you seen perform, male artists have you seen perform at an anime convention or at Comic-Con or something like that? Let's be honest. I do recall Sexy Red being called on stage with, I don't know if there's a country band or a rock band, whoever it was. She was called on stage for a song that had absolutely nothing to do with twerking or shaking her ass, and she was called up there. So stop crying about things, about your life. Fix your life. Instead of trying to act like your problems are everyone's problems, fix your life. Maybe if you change this attitude and that hair, you'd be good.
Black bitch. Okay, cool. You want to get out of like anime? Maybe we just want to go talk about K-pop. No. How can you be mad at Kiss of Life for making fun of black people when black people are always made fun of? What? People just like Minoe Cat's Eye because she's black, and it's not fair that a black girl gets special treatment. She's not even that black. What? Laura is more black than her. You want to go into the film space? You want to talk about film? You want to talk about TV? Well, guess what? We're having one of the most beautiful moments of black girl representation inside of film, inside of TV, and guess what? Why does everything have to be woke? Why does it have to be about race? I don't even think that this main character is pretty. Don't even mention gaming. And if that's not enough examples for you, it's Doshi is an industry plant. She's an industry plant. I don't understand why she's famous. I don't know. She just came out of nowhere. It's Kai Cenat didn't accept that streamer girl, but it's not because she's a black woman. In fact, black women always think that they're in an issue. It's Sexy Red agreed that she would want to collaborate with J-Hope. Guess who said it first? J-Hope said he wanted to collaborate with her. Guess who gonna get the lashes though? Guess who gonna get the lashes though? The refusal to acknowledge the fact that there are no safe spaces for black women in categories that everybody can exist in. Anybody else can do it. The moment a black come up, it's like, damn, the party's over. Whole time we be making the fucking party. It's crash out levels to the point where words can't even fucking describe how much pain and frustration it is to exist on the internet. A place where I don't have to feel like, oh, well, I gotta get off the fucking internet because everybody hates me. Bitch, you! Fuck you! For real! Fuck you for real. When we say at least listen to black women, it's because this be the shit!
Lot of average dudes out here expecting this king treatment from us queens. A lot of guys out here, they are a 6 or 7 at best. And they feel like we're supposed, first of all, you're approaching a 10. And I would say this is probably more prominent over 45. When you're dating over 45, These men got gout. They got a bad
Damn.
knee.
Out.
She is going hard, y'all.
They sleep with a CPAP machine.
They do. I've been there, done that.
You are a 7 at best, boo. And then you want to tell me, oh, you need to do this. And you got me straight
Yeah.
tripping.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, think about it. When we're in our 40s, we can date the daddy or the son. They honest. So why pick the daddy when we can date the son?
When you hear a woman complaining about what men are that are 45, 50, whatever they are, why are you complaining about that if you can have the son? Why is this even a conversation? Why don't you all just date the sons? Because it's the lie that you can date the sons. Yes, you can. If you're a baddie, if you're Drea Michelle bad, if you're Bernice Burgos bad, whether it's natural or surgical or whatever, yes, you can date the son. But this woman right here, she can't date the son. She is too old to be living vicariously through women that she sees on social media. But like you hear this black girl that's ranting talking about, all she's talking about is online. Here's the thing. You can't say where people can't exist, because as black men, we don't try to go everywhere. We're not trying to, go into the Klan rally and say, hey, let us in too. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to do that.
And it's all hell break loose, black bitch, until the world is at its end, and suddenly we need someone to stand at the front lines and protect us and help us and build us up and give us knowledge and be the mothers to our children, just like the history for which y'all forced us to be. I don't want to be that. I want to be a bitch that can fuck up, make mistakes. I want to be a bitch that can laugh, that can be like talk about shit that I just want to talk about. Because guess what? Outside of the fact that I'm melanated and I got a couple of different opinions because how y'all niggas treat me.
You wanted a 32-year-old who's making $200K.
Sure.
What do you think the median income is for the age that you specified?
Like 70, maybe 65, 70. Is it lower?
48,000.
Wow. I would say probably like 70K, maybe.
It's actually $49,000.
Wow. Between 65 and 70 for a 30-year-old?
It's actually 45.
Oh, okay.
And you were the most realistic one so far. For a 26-year-old, what do you think the median income is?
I'm pretty sure it's closer to like 60,000.
It is $38,000.
Oh, wow.
So a 33-year-old.
I would like to say around 100K, maybe 80K. I'm not exactly sure.
It is a whopping $49,000.
Oh. Oops. My brain was somewhere else. I don't even know. Maybe 50?
Okay.
Or 60K?
For a 30-year-old, the median income is 45.
Okay.
So you were close at 50.
I want to say like 60K.
45K.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Does that shock you?
Yes, it does.
So I'm just going to put what you wanted in this little calculator here. So $1 million at 29.
I mean, I've met a few. I have met a few.
Okay.
I'm a regular ass bitch. Megan Thee Stallion is a regular ass bitch. Megan Thee Stallion should have to be fucking living through her traumas over and over and over again and being told that because she's black, this is the exact life that she deserves. Halle Bailey should not have to be fucking living through her traumas over and over again and be told, well, you black, this is why you're gonna be a single fucking mother. You're using single motherhood as a fucking insult to people who used to have their babies ripped from dad, who used to have their husbands sold.
Don't nobody want to hear this shit. You ain't never had your baby ripped from you. Halle Bailey ain't never had that. Man, let me tell you something, man. This woman represents the delusion and confusion of modern women. Now, if a black man is to say, well, man, the system holding me back, man, how many times have you, I want y'all to put in the comments, let me know how many times you've heard black women say, well, no, niggas still blaming the system. Well, everybody else doing everything, the system, blah, blah, blah. How many times have you heard them brag about how single black women own more homes than single black men?
Single women own more homes in the United States than single men. So? They make these big, bold, divisive statements like the reason why don't matter. First of all, there are more single women than single men. So yeah, there should be more single women homeowners. Secondly, men don't give a fuck. We minimalists. We'll get a little bachelor pad, little condo. We don't care about buying a house. Most men buy houses because they women want a house. We don't buy it just for us. Fuck we need all that space for. A lot of these chicks be divorced, got a sugar daddy. When we buy a house, we buy with our money. A lot of y'all ain't gonna do nothing but move a nigga up in there anyway. At the end of the day, the only reason single women got more houses than single men, because we don't want no fucking house. We don't care about no house. We cool with a condo, nice car, small crib that we can maintain. Y'all want all that extra space to overcompensate for not having a man at home. Respectfully, this shit is not a flex.
Yeah, how many times have you heard them brag about how, single black women have more degrees than single black men?
Black women are the most educated group in the U.S., according to the National Center for Education Statistics. Well, Guru, it must be true, because according to Essence magazine, they tell us that black women account for 68% of associate degrees, 66% of bachelor's, and 71% of master's. So I actually clicked on the link that Essence provided in their article that took me to the percentage distribution of degrees conferred to U.S. citizens and permanent residents. Black are right here, and the females say 13.6, and the females for bachelor's say 11.5, and the females for master's say 14.0. Well, let's compare that to other female groups. Caucasian females, 13.6 to 47.8. That doesn't look like the most. Bachelor's, 11.5 for black compared to 57.3 for Caucasian. That doesn't look like the most. Master's, 14 compared to 60.9. That doesn't look like the most either. Well, what about most enrolled, Guru? BWs are significantly less than Caucasian women to enroll in 4-year colleges and graduate within 6 years and go on to earn advanced degrees. Looks like Essence magazine and all the women repeating it on social media got it wrong after all.
How many times have you heard them say single black women make more money than single black men? Well, what the hell is she complaining about then? She's complaining about the fact that she tries to fit in spaces that people who aren't black dominate, and they won't let her in, because a black woman can fit anywhere she wants to fit in blackness. Black men don't have the power to keep black women out of anything. And so when you hear a woman talking about this, what is she complaining about? Somebody let me know in the comments, what is she talking about? Who's oppressing her? Who's keeping her out of spaces? Because honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. Black men don't control anything in America.
Don't need a man. A lot of these other races rely on men for a lot of things. We don't have to.
Do y'all think that's why y'all have the lowest marriage rates and y'all get divorced and left? Because y'all are so, but being independent is a masculine trait.
It is for sure. It is for sure. I can also feel like that can just come from how some people were raised. I was raised in a household where my dad loves my mom.
So are you independent?
Sweethearts, I am an independent woman. You don't have to like us. You don't have to love us. We don't have to be in your top 10 list. We don't have to be your number one. But if you hate us, if you don't like a black girl, if you don't like this black person, keep that to yourself. Why go on the internet and participate in something that everybody is doing and then not realize that they're only doing it because they are a black woman? Two things that people hate.
Here's what I want y'all to understand, man. Here's a woman dealing with the frustration of trying to navigate life outside of her blackness. She doesn't want people to acknowledge the fact that she's a black woman. She wants to be able to go through doors where the gatekeepers are gauging to see if you're black. Then she wants to be able to go through doors where the gatekeepers are gauging to see if you're a woman. And to top it all off, she wants to be able to go through those big, huge doors where the gatekeepers are looking to see if you're black and a woman. There's too many things in the world to be focused on. She could be doing anything. The problem is, instead of going to get a degree, instead of going to get a career, a traditional career, She keeps trying to bust through online. She keeps trying to crack through the glass ceiling online. You hear her complaining. All she's complaining about is social media. She doesn't want to focus on anything else. She doesn't want to have a traditional career. She wants to be a social media tycoon. Well, here's the problem. It takes work. And it may take you 5 years, 10 years. You could be one of those ones who goes really, really quickly. Wow, you shoot through the roof. Or you could be one of those ones where you're doing it for 10 years before you actually pop. You know, you can sustain your life a little bit before the end, but before you actually break through, maybe it takes you 10 years. The problem is she doesn't want to wait, and she wants to blame other people for keeping her out. Well, maybe you're just not good. Maybe whatever it is you're doing, it's just not good. Maybe people don't like your content, not you. Maybe it's not you. Maybe it's the fact that whatever you're doing, you're the only one that's interested in it. There's other ways to look at things instead of blaming people. You're blaming black men of today. Listen, how do you blame black men for keeping you out of spaces where black men don't exist? Black men aren't keeping you out of anime. Black men aren't telling Megan Thee Stallion, hey, don't come to the anime. We don't go to anime festivals. We don't go to Comic-Con. We don't do all of that. So whoever's getting kept out of those, the guy she said, Jay Rose, whatever his name is, man, that Sexy Red, tell me I don't even know who that dude is. Somebody let me know in the comments who that guy is. I have no idea who he is. Hell, I barely know who Sexy Red is. But I want y'all to understand something. When you hear this, you hear the delusion and confusion of a woman who isn't willing to accept her plight. Unfortunately for you, you are a black woman in your mind. But fortunately for you, you are a black woman. In the scope of the world, there's no more beautiful organism on the planet than the melanated people of God. We're it. When it comes to beauty, we're it. That's just the bottom line. When it comes to spiritual astuteness, we're it. When it comes to ingenuity, we're it. When it comes to creativeness or creativity, we're it. I don't understand what the complaint is. We didn't do anything to you, because I'm going to be honest with you. Just looking at you and your attitude, and even with the red dreads and all of that, you're not the one that most black men would choose to even interact with. So whatever's going on in your life, stop blaming black men for it. We got enough shit of our own to deal with without you trying to pile yours on top of us too. Look at your own life, fix it, see what you're doing wrong. Because whatever's going on in your life, it's something you're doing, not something we're doing. And this, my brothers, is why I do not, in any serious way, deal with Americanized women, modern women, in any relationship connotation. I just don't do it. I just won't do it. Because this bubbles under the surface all the time. You don't know it until it comes up. You could be with a woman for 5 years, and then that one thing happens in her life that makes this bubble up, and then you see a side of her that you never saw before, but a side of her that would have made you avoid her if you had seen it. And this is what it is. There's always something to blame for everything a black American woman goes through, but it's never her. She always says she's a superwoman, but accountability is her kryptonite. All right, I'm done with this one. Like this video on your way out if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, click that notification bell. Make sure your notifications are on so you can be alerted to when I upload some more of this Prism of the Ism. And as always, Alpha's up, Beta's down. Peace.